Hey, welcome back to Daily Hope. I wonder, what's the biggest crowd you've ever been in? Have you ever been at a football stadium that's full of people? I didn't make it to the Indianapolis 500 this year, but I was just looking at a video from one of my friends who was there back in May, and there were 350,000 people. I mean, the video shows one side of this grandstand, and it's like, that's so many people, and then it turns to the other side, and there's so many more. So many people. Now, think about this. In the United States right now, there are 350 million people. So you'd take that 350,000, you'd multiply it by 10, that'd get you to 3.5 million. Multiply that by 10, 35 million. Multiply that by 10. I mean, it's bigger than we can comprehend, and yet this is one nation in a globe of 8 billion people. So less than 1/16 of the planet. Nations are massive. I mean, think of India and China, where there's over 1 billion people. Even smaller nations like the Great Britain and France. I mean, if you visit and you travel to these places, they're massive. But listen to how big your God is. And I want you to keep this in mind as we're in a part of Isaiah 40 that magnifies the bigness of God. It follows after a passage that magnified the compassion of God. It said that he gently guides those who have young. He holds you tenderly like a little lamb in his arms. And then we got these questions. Has anyone else held the oceans in their hand? Has anyone else, stretched their fingers out to span the universe? Has anyone else ever picked up the entire planet Earth and set it on a scale? And here's the answer, verse 15, no. No other being is this big, for all the nations of the world are but a drop in the bucket. They are nothing more than dust on the scales. He picks up the whole earth, the people and everything, as though it were a grain of sand. This God is so big. I pray that today the Spirit of God would speak to you and just give you a spiritual comprehension, even beyond what your mind can understand, of how big your God is, and that because He's your Father through Jesus, you are safe under His power. I'll see you tomorrow for more Daily Hope.